Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new with me, my name is Lonnie, and in today's video, we are going to propagate sweet potatoes. If you want to know how you could get more and more sweet potatoes out of one, maybe two, maybe three cuttings, stick around. Oh, I really hope you guys could hear me. So I'm outside filming this because it was a very beautiful day, but it started to get windy. I live in El Paso, Zone 8B, and this is a complete norm for us. It'll be like super nice, very, very light breeze, and then all of a sudden we get hail, we get a dust storm, we get rain for like 2 seconds, just enough to dirty our cars, and then it goes back to normal. We are currently in the windy stage, but that's not going to stop me from teaching you how to propagate these sweet potatoes. So these sweet potatoes are from my garden. I bought one plant and then I put it in the ground, started growing. It does great here. El Paso, Texas is Zone 8B. We're a dry climate. We really don't have any humidity here except for during the monsoon season, which is anywhere between June to August, maybe September. I mean, right now everyone's going through some weird weather patterns, but normally that's where we have our monsoon season. So if you're in a dry climate like me and you want something to be a very nice accent to your yard, maybe a nice ground cover that you don't really need to maintain that much, or cover a bare spot that doesn't grow, this is the plant for you. So one of the things about gardening you'll realize is that it is extremely expensive at times, and it's more expensive especially when you start gardening and the plants die, right? And a lot of nurseries don't allow you to bring the plants back dead and get your money back, so you kind of lose financially. You lose because you lost the plant, right? But if you start planting or purchasing plants that can multiply, reproduce, especially if you could regrow them out of cuttings, you're going to save a lot of money. Okay. So sweet potato is one of those plants, and I'm going to show you. It's very, very easy. You're going to need very few tools. One, if you want to buy a plant, you can do so. When you buy them in early February, March, they're like anywhere from $2.99 to $5.99 depending on the size. Usually they give you like a little slip, so it's like about this small, maybe this big. And ooh, it is super windy. And then pretty much that's it. It's in soil, nothing too big, right? If you know somebody who has sweet potatoes, all you got to do is ask them for some cuttings. A lot of time people want to cut back their plants and they'll just throw them away. But sweet potato vines are one of those simple plants you could just cut. It'll regrow, grow, and they won't miss it, right? So I would say step one, find somebody that has cuttings. Join a garden group such as mine, Color the Desert, with Lonnie on Facebook and Instagram, but mostly on Facebook because that's where the group's members all meet and gather and figure out how we could trade plants, right? So you could go there to get some free cuttings. Or if you don't want to do that, you don't want to really talk to people, I mean, that's cool. Then you can go to the nursery and get that $2 to $5 plant, okay? Now, when you're getting the free cuttings though, all you really have to do is cut a piece that's about maybe the size of my palm. Let me show you one that I just cut. Pretty much this big. More or less, size of your palm is a good size. When you cut it, there's like a little milky residue that comes out of it. So if you want to get gloves and some shears to do this project, go for it. I just get shears to cut it. But other than that, I go bare hand. So once you cut this cutting, all you need is one, 2, 3, 4. So you need 2 to 4 of these nodes on that cutting. And then all you have to do is get a glass jar, such as this, and stick it in the water. And literally that's it. If you have a covered patio like this, like the one I have, or you have a sunroom, these will do great in there. You want them to stay somewhere where it's kind of shaded so it could grow some roots without having to worry about heat and the sun. Okay. When you do that and you give it about a couple weeks, you get this right here. Each one of these sweet potato slips or cuttings will be a whole nother plant. And then all you have to do is get a simple nursery pot. I collect these with every single plants that I buy. Get a simple nursery pot, put some potting soil in there. Make sure you soak the soil in the pot, let it hydrate. And then after that, you just dig some holes, stick the entire sweet potato vine, like this. You see that? Put it in the soil, just like so. Cover it up, and then keep it in a shaded area. You're going to want to kind of harden it off. So normally what I do is after it gets to the rooted stage, I do what I said. I get the pot, I put the soil in there, I hydrate the soil, and then I start digging. This is where the shovel will come in. And make a little hole, cover it up with the soil, and then I keep the pot near a very shaded area next to one of my walls that's for the most part shaded, and then I let it get hit by my sprinklers, so it would be easier watering for me. If you don't have the luxury of having a sprinkler hitting your pot and watering it for you, then it'll just be every 2 to 4 days you're going to water it. You just want to base it off of, one, if the soil is still moist. If it's moist, you're good. The moment that it starts drying out, you want to add some more water. Second, if you start seeing the leaves turn like a pale yellow, then that means it's got too much water, so just slow down on the watering. That's it. Once you get to that point, you can slowly put it into the sun. And then once you start seeing a couple more leaves grow on there, I would say about a good 4 or 5 leaves on that new plant, put it in the garden. When it comes to location, I have mine in my front yard, and it is south facing. It loves the sun. It can handle the sun great, and it works as a great ground cover for me because I have a lot of bare, dry soil, and it keeps the weeds away. So I like live ground covers, and this is one of the ones that I recommend. The only reason why I don't have it in my backyard is because squirrels do like sweet potato leaves. So if you have a squirrel problem in your area, I don't really recommend that you put it in there unless you have it. Like the only time it survived in my yard, in the backyard, is when I had it in a pot and it was closer to my house. I have 2 dogs. Once the squirrels notice that my dogs are around, they kind of want to stay away from the patio. But it didn't do as well on my patio just because, again, it likes full sun. And every time I put it in the actual garden bed, the squirrels had a buffet. Such as every video that I say, squirrels, they always have a good eating experience in my garden. So anyways, now I'm just going off on a rant because these squirrels are like literally stressing my life out. But if you don't have a squirrel problem, just do that and you will have beautiful, beautiful sweet potato vines all year long. My sweet potato vines come back around March. That's when it starts. It's prolific, especially in June, July, August, September, October, and November here in Zone 8B, Texas. And then it starts dying back more so like end of November, right after Thanksgiving. And then December and January is completely dead. I don't normally cut off the dead parts because I use the dead debris, leaf debris, as mulch for my plant. So it keeps it nice and protected from the elements until it's ready to grow back again. This is considered a perennial here, so which means that it will continuously come back year after year. Long as you have those conditions ready to go, you will always get your sweet potato vines back. So if you have any more questions or any questions about sweet potatoes and how to propagate, please leave a comment in the comment box and just let me know what your questions or concerns are about this plant. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.